in terms of consecutive weeks together, which I don't think has ever been done in, I think it's 20 weeks or even more, I'm not sure. But maybe give people an understanding of where this World Cup final started from a timeline point of view and how that affects girlfriends, wives, mistresses, families, kids, that kind of thing. It's a big factor, and maybe just give people a bit of an insight as to how you guys overcame that. Because that, for me, I was when chatting to Rassi about the planning, I just said to him, look, it's too much. Guys will start hating each other, they'll start fighting. You know, there'll be issues around. It'll just get edgy, you know. So, and you guys got through it unbelievably well. So maybe just give them some insight.
Yeah, I think Sbu's mistress took the most strain out of it. really tough for that. So we were together 20 weeks. We started with our conditioning camps in Pretoria, I think that was middle of July. And we actually, so some guys got off on different times. We got 4 days off in the 20 weeks to go home. The rest of the time we were on the road, in camp, working together. But I must say, John, I also thought being involved with previous teams, we've been together for a while, guys tend to get under each other's skins and yeah, they fall out. But I think we actually, there was nothing serious for 20 weeks between any guys. I think we really gelled well as a team and guys respected each other and gave each other the necessary space when needed. Obviously some guys, some days you're not having get out of the bed with the wrong foot and you're not always in the best mood, but guys gave you your space and they could identify that and see that. And I think the guys were just really good friends and I think we were a good group and that really gelled together well and it worked for us at the end.
I'm going to hit through to you, Bongi, and because I think Trevor might be able to add to your answer. But one of the sort of questions that people are asking around the pressure of put on the Springboks, not just I guess all the time, to be this sort of pillar of nation building or this icon of this team that continues to give hope and deliver. When you were at the World Cup, because I also, the one thing I missed about being in the World Cup was that I couldn't feel the vibe, that kind of with the flags and the cars and that kind of thing. But did you quite grasp how this nation almost needed this more than life itself, or did you just get along with it and stay in the bubble? Because I understand that's how it happened, to get into a bubble to realize what we had done. Did you feel that kind of pressure? Did you understand that what you guys were busy doing for 57 million people?
For me personally, as he said, two things I'll never forget. Yeah, I think the one thing that stands for me, he just said it now, he said that you must remember that we were all the way in Japan, we don't have a lot of support here, but at home there's 57 million people watching you every step, you every game, they're watching whatever you do, and they obviously, people follow you on social media and whatever, and he said, whenever we do training, I know like, a lot of people don't watch us there, but we have a lot of Japanese people watching us, but I mean, here back at home, he said, whatever you do, if you throw a ball into the line out, you make a pass, if you make a ball carry, imagine that you're doing and 57 million Springbok people are watching you, and you have little kids that watch you with hope and they want you to do something, and I mean, for me, they gave me obviously, not pressure, I wouldn't say pressure in a bad way, but pressure in a good way. That means there's a little kid at home watching me, and if he doesn't want to see me miss a tackle or maybe throw a ball in skew or maybe not make that the try-saving tackle or something like that. And I mean, for me, they also gave me good pressure in a way to actually perform my best every single training session, or even if I'm in the gym or at the game also. I mean, they gave me good pressure as a player to go out there and actually give my best for 57 million people back at home watching us and supporting us. So yeah, for me personally, that's one thing that stood out.
So before I throw it over to you, Trev, Bongi, you can't wear that watching Joe Lucas.
T-shirt.
Trev, for you, difficult, obviously, you know, having to go home and then, I'm not sure how you got back, whether it was SRE that brought you back, but you know, you must have at least had the joy of understanding what this nation was feeling for this people 30-odd players.
Yeah, definitely it was very difficult for me when I got injured, and I knew straight away that Trevor, your World Cup is done here. And obviously I had to fly back, and to be honest, when I got back here, there was a different type of vibe, and I managed to go to a few pop towns and all those things, and just to experience what the people were saying. And obviously, yeah, you get to a pop town and some other guys have one too many, and then they start asking you questions about the guys, and saying bad things about the guys, and it's difficult to answer those type of questions at the time because you get emotional. They're your friends, they're your mates, the guys you spend a lot of time with. But the general vibe in South Africa was amazing. It was really out there, and people were just behind the box, and I was happy to see that even when you're driving, you just see cars with flags, and even if it's not game day, and people are just having a good time and they're enjoying when the Boks win, it seems like everything just becomes fine in South Africa. So it was quite immense for me, and I really enjoyed it because I was privileged enough to be in the World Cup, to play with the guys, and to be back here and be with the fans as well and be a fan. And I'll be honest, there were a lot of whiskeys fell when you guys were playing, but I was also just being a fan and enjoying myself.
So, did you guys have any, other than Rassi, you obviously talking to all the time, did you have anyone that came across to present, talk, to motivate, anyone with inspirational messages, or did you guys keep it entirely in-house? And bear in mind, people can come and talk and absolutely waste your time. But was there anyone outside your camp that gave you inspiration?
No.
And
We did have two people come speak, but personally, I didn't get anything from it.
I can ask you, I definitely wasn't mean to you, but who's the lady's name?
My baby.